Hello, my name's Tara Bishop, and I work with the Truffle Melbourne team for many years now. And today it's my great pleasure to be here with Philippe Mouchel, arguably the godfather of truffle and French cooking here in Melbourne. It's been my great delight to work with Philippe for many years. And today he's going to teach us that making a soufflé is not as difficult as you think. We'll be making a Jerusalem artichoke, comte, and truffle soufflé, and he's going to show us some tips and tricks with truffle. So join us.
Hello, Tara, how are you?
Oh, I'm absolutely fantastic. Look at this whopper of a truffle.
It's unbelievable.
500 grams.
It won't fit in my pocket, this one. No way.
It's quite extraordinary. So perhaps you can talk us through some of the ingredients that are going to help us make the soufflé.
Sure. So, as you know, Jerusalem artichoke in winter, but you know, any root vegetable like celeriac goes very well, parsnip goes very well with truffle as well. We'll have some comté cheese as well, like a cheese soufflé.
Yes.
Cheese soufflé, and then of course some beautiful truffle.
Perfect. And the comté will melt really well. And I love about if you're not sure what to do with the truffle, you can always think of things that go really well with truffle are cream, eggs, and root vegetables. And we have all three here.
Cheese.
Cheese. So perfect. Yes. And you don't need much to really pack a flavor punch.
No, exactly. You don't need to buy a kilo of truffle, you know, for your lunch or your dinner. Just a little bit on the top, a little bit inside, and that will be enough.
And a lot of people think that soufflés are difficult, but really it's just a matter of being precise and, you know, following all the instructions, and you'll get a good result.
It's all about technique. You know, if you do a savory soufflé, or if you do a sweet soufflé, you'll do like a pastry cream, crème pâtissière,
oui.
And a savory soufflé, you'll do like a roux, like a béchamel. So it's the same thing. One with sugar, one will be with salt and pepper.
We're very lucky to have you show us today. So let's get started.
Let's do it.
So what do we have here, Philippe?
So we have our Jerusalem artichoke, which are sliced, and I cook them with milk.
So that'll take about 20 minutes for the artichoke to soften?
20 minutes or until it's soft.
Okay.
There is no really time. They cook now, so we drain them.
Jerusalem artichokes are pretty ugly, but they taste really good, don't they?
They taste so good.
Yeah.
They taste so good, and they goes well with a lot of things. So that, I like to crush them, chop them a little bit. So they cook now, they're all soft. You can see how they stay white and nice because they cook in the milk. And with the truffle on the top, it will be beautiful.
And so people, if they want to get their truffle, they can head to trufflemelbourne.com and have it delivered, or they can go visit our pop-up at Queen Victoria Market. It's just near the American Donut Van.
Okay, so that's
So it's very finely chopped, everyone. Yep. And this is exactly how you make it in the restaurant.
It's exactly, I'm giving you the right, true recipe. And it's a good vegetarian dish.
Oh, true.
So now we're going to do the roux. A classic roux. So what's a classic roux? It's butter.
And this roux is really handy because you can use it for everything from a simple macaroni cheese to, you know, a soufflé.
We're doing a white sauce, we're doing a sauce bechamel, exactly. So now the butter is melted. I add the flour. So you cook it a little bit, you know, just to remove this floury taste.
Okay. Just slightly toasted, just a little bit.
Slightly toasted.
Okay. So it looks like Truffle Melbourne and the entire truffle industry has had a huge season so far. So it's just as well we're giving people lots of reasons to use truffle. I still can't get over this one. It's just massive.
So now it's ready to add the milk and bring it to the boil.
And that's coming along really well. That's looking absolutely smooth as silk.
And at this stage, you have to make sure you keep whisking all the time. See, there's
Oh yes, I can see.
There is no lump, nothing. Looks nice.
Yeah, looks good.
Success.
Okay.
Beautiful.
Perfect.
Now we start adding the cheese.
The cheese.
Yeah. So not all at the time. So the Comté, when you buy Comté, don't buy the old Comté.
Okay.
It's a very strong flavor.
So which one is
So-
it? What do you ask your cheesemonger for?
A young Comté.
A young Comté.
A young Comté.
I'm learning lots of things, aren't you?
Yeah.
On a
So you
cheese
see the Comté is melted.
Yes.
Now you can add a little bit more. You can add more.
And do you have another favorite cheese that you like to use in winter?
Well, being from Normandy, I like camembert.
Ah, of course. Well, actually, Nigel Wood, the festival's director, is often taking camembert, splitting it in two, finely slicing some truffle, then wrapping it up, and if 3 or 4 days later, you've got a beautiful truffle brie, or you can
Yes.
even put it in the oven and bake it, and that is
Yeah,
absolutely
that's
delicious.
so good.
And so impressive and so easy. So we've got people drop around, serve up some truffle brie and camembert.
Truffle brie, camembert, love it.
And do you sometimes put truffle underneath your famous roast chicken? Under the
Yes,
skin?
it is actually on the menu.
So you can order it,
You can order it,
special truffled roast chicken.
and you also can order it as a takeaway.
Oh, now we're talking. But what I like about this dish is it's got truffle in a few ways because you have it chopped inside the soufflé plus in the foam. And you could always shave over some more if you really want.
we will shave more on the top.
Oh, okay. So
Of
truffle
course.
3 ways, even better. Looks
It's like
good.
a fondue. Okay, now our chopped artichoke. Okay, so that we keep it like that at the moment. We're going to add some truffle.
Okay. Now that is a technique I haven't used. When I've always used truffle, I've always just used either a microplane or the shaver. So
Yes.
I've learned something else about you can actually use the fork. It will give it a really nice fine grate. This is going to be so delicious. So now you're just folding the truffle into the soufflé. And is it on any heat?
No, it's not on.
Off the heat.
No, it's
Okay.
not off the heat. And when you put the egg yolk, make sure your mix is not too hot, just warm. Otherwise, you cook the egg yolk.
That wouldn't be good.
Not yet.
So what I always tell people is that truffles really amp up anything. So if you want to take any dish to the next level, just add truffle.
Yes.
Oh yeah, that's cooled down a lot
That's
already.
cool down now. It's ready to go. So now you add your egg yolk.
One of the great things about truffles is that you can only find them with a dog or a hog. And most people go truffle hunting with a dog because, quite frankly, and to be honest, the hog actually wants the truffle. So there are a lot of 3-fingered and 2-fingered truffle farmers out there. But with the dog, they just want to get a treat. But the first time I went truffle hunting, it was with a giant hog called Dolores. And it was something I'll never forget. So now we're just going to season the soufflé.
Season the soufflé.
Okay. And then we've got to fold in the egg whites.
Yes. That will be the last stage. Egg white, and then we'll cook that.
Okay.
So
Okay, perfect. So you've got 7 egg whites in there, and you're just going to, and you added a bit of salt.
a little
Okay.
bit of salt at the beginning, yes.
That is a flavor enhancer, or does it help get
It
the aerate?
help-
Does it help aerate the
It
eggs?
helps to aerate the egg whites, yes. Don't go crazy, don't go like a madman, just go slowly. Make sure your bowl is dry, make sure there is no water in your bowl.
And how do you know when your egg whites are ready to go?
I know,
You know.
that's ready,
Okay.
like that.
That's how we know. When it stays on the whisk.
So now we delicately fold in the egg white.
And this is the last step before we put it in the oven.
Exactly, yes. So you go from the side of the bowl to the center, and you keep rotating
Rotating the bowl.
the bowl.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, I can really
You
smell
can
the
smell
truffle.
it, huh?
I really can.
Wow.
We're now going to put the soufflés in these little molds. So you've used a teacup, but you could also use a ramekin or any other
Yes,
kind of small.
yes,
and could you do
yes.
one big one if you wanted to?
You
Cook it
can
for
do
longer?
a big one, but it's going to take a long time to cook, so it's better to make
This is more
individual
efficient.
soufflé. Yeah.
Okay.
So the cup has been buttered.
Buttered?
No sugar, just no flour,
Yep.
just butter.
But it looks like
It should-
quite a generous splashing of butter
Yes.
there. So you want to fill these right up.
Yes.
And will they puff up quite a bit?
They will puff a little bit.
A little bit.
Yeah. Tap them a bit.
Okay. The aroma is amazing.
Okay. So there is two ways to cook them. You can either, if you have a steamer, an oven steamer at home, you can steam them on a tray and cover them with film.
Yes.
Or if you don't have a steamer, you can cook them what we call a bain-marie, which is a tray with some water.
Basically a water bath.
A water bath. And then in the oven.
All right, well, let's get these in the oven and we'll be back soon to do the plate out. Can't wait. Well, Philippe, we've come for the moment we've all been waiting for. We get to try the dish. So the soufflés have been in the oven at 160 degrees for about 20 minutes. And I saw you do a little trick that you used a knife just to make sure that they were absolutely perfect. Is that right?
Well, exactly. It's, you take a small knife, and there's nothing coming out, so that's
when it comes out good. Clean, you know it's ready.
And then those crisp. You remember the leftover of milk?
Yes.
Well, this is the top of the milk. There is always a skin.
Yes.
If it's not a skim milk, of course, it's full fat milk. So we dry that, and then
overnight?
We put on the top. Overnight, 60 degrees
heat.
Overnight. Yes.
Okay. Well, I can't wait any longer. Let's try, shall
Please,
we?
you go.
Merci.
I eat that every day. So.
A little bit of shaved truffle on top.
Yeah, don't forget
Through
the
some
truffle.
artichoke. The milk crisp. Mmm. Oh, Philippe, c'est parfait.
C'est parfait?
Bon appétit, everyone. Please get your ingredients from trufflemelbourne.com and make this dish yourself at home. And please, if you make it, tag your photos with #TruffleConfidential. Thanks, we'll see you soon. Bon appétit.
Thank you, merci.